different answer when you're in residential versus a business setting. Because there are things that you would love to say no to at work that you either can't, or feel that you can't, or think that you can but aren't quite sure how to do it without, like losing your job or something, which is, not something you're going for. So some of the problems, well, you may be a people pleaser. You may have a lack of clarity around your job responsibilities. You may be unsure how to delegate. Now, I know not everybody has someone to delegate to, but if you do have someone to delegate to, then not having the skill of delegating will hamper you. So that's one thing you may want to learn, and I know it's a skill that I teach a lot of my clients. 10 minutes. Okay, we're doing good. I gotta keep on time. I mean, it's a time management. Plus, this is the last session of the day. I know you guys don't want to stick around longer than you have to. So, tools. One of the best tools is to develop a stock answer to give to anyone who asks for your time. So, in the residential realm, this might be, someone comes and asks for your time, I volunteer, whatever, and you say, I'm sorry, but I need to check my schedule first. Can I get back to you in a couple of days? If they say no, then you say, well, then I'm sorry, I can't commit to it. If they say yes, then you go look at your calendar. If it's something you don't want to do, you actually go back to them and say, I'm sorry, but at this time I can't do it. In the workplace, and you actually practice it. I mean, I'm talking about practicing like in front of the mirror, in front of pets, in front of a friend. Practice it, because otherwise you're going to stumble over it. And then it's not quite as powerful to other people, and they're going to try their best to get you to do it. In a workplace, obviously, you have to be a little bit more careful in how you craft your no. And you want to think in terms of your boundaries. So what are going to be your boundaries, and how are you going to say no? So if you get asked to, to stay late, and you've got something else, some other obligation, then you may say, no, I'm sorry, I'm not able to do that. I already have another obligation. That's when you've decided that you have a boundary, that you're able to do that. If they're asking for a task, and you don't, for example, if you don't feel you have the skill set, then you may say, I'm sorry, I don't feel that I have the skill set. I either need you to, grant me training to get the skill set, or we need to find someone else. It's all in how you craft it, but you may want to have a couple of different stock answers. And then the other big thing with no is to drop one activity before you add another one. Remember, we talked about flow.